It's time now for a look at the latest in local news. In the news, the Wayne County School System sent out the following press release this past Friday regarding schools this week. It reads as follows. All staff members report to work today at their regular time. Also today, bus drivers will conduct a trial run on their routes to assess road conditions to ensure the safety of student transportation before classes resume. Drivers will not be picking up students today. Schools are set to resume tomorrow, Tuesday, October the 8th. Again, that's the latest information from the Wayne County School System received this past Friday afternoon. Wayne County Board of Education has a work session scheduled for Tuesday, October the 8th, tomorrow at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. On the agenda is a discussion about the hurricane, along with an update on capital outlay projects, one board policy on the agenda, and executive session, and all that taking place tomorrow afternoon at 6 p.m. at the Tech Center. County meeting set for this evening has been rescheduled due to the absence of several commissioners. Some will be out of town. One has an illness which would prevent a quorum for this evening. So again, tonight's county commissioners meeting has been canceled. Reminder, coming up this morning on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show, State Representative Steve Meeks will be in studio. He'll have some important information about the FEMA process and help for those in need. And that's coming up this morning on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show. State Representative Stephen Meeks our guest. Majority of Wayne County now has power. As of Sunday, the report is still around 3,000 residents still without power in the Wayne County area. EMA Director Donnie Ray says reports are that there are still some issues with a few roads in the county because of power lines being tangled in trees, but they say progress is being made as they continue to work around the clock to make sure power is restored to all residents in Wayne County. Still people seeking help from the hurricane, and today in the city of Scriven from 12 noon to 4 p.m. next to the post office, several agencies along the Church of 1122 in the city of Scriven will be handing out snacks, water, laundry detergent, diapers, feminine products, etc. If anything you'd like to donate to this event, you can bring it today to Scriven. Once again, it's taking place at the city of Scriven slab next to the post office from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Again, that's taking place today in the city of Scriven, Georgia. There is another storm approaching. Again, that's Hurricane Milton. Impacts from it will be possible in far southeast Georgia, mainly in counties across southern GEMA areas 5 through 8, and they state we're area 5. Heavy rainfall and gusty winds may move into these counties on Wednesday morning, continue through Thursday morning. Significant storm surge and tornadoes are not expected in Georgia with this system. It's important not to focus on whether an area is in the forecast cone or not. Like with Helene impacts, we felt hundreds of miles from the center of the storm. Tropical storm force wind gusts will be possible in extreme southeast Georgia counties, Camden, Glenn, McIntosh, Charlton, and Ware, with gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour possible between Wednesday afternoon and Thursday morning. Again, that's something that they're watching the next couple of days. Again, Hurricane Milton approaching this way. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. In other news, we're less than 30 days away from November the 5th, the day of the general election and the presidential election, and today, Monday, October 7th, is the final day one can register to vote to be able to vote in that November 5th election. If you're not registered to vote and would like to be registered, you can do so today at the Wayne County Registrar's Office, or you can call them at 912-427-5950. Early voting set to begin on Tuesday, October the 15th, and run up until Friday, November the 1st, Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the Election Registration Building at 306 East Pine Street in Jesup. There'll be 2 Saturdays of early voting. Those dates are Saturday, October the 19th and Saturday, October the 26th. Time of early voting on Saturday is from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any questions, again, call the Wayne County Registrar's Office. That number 912-427-5950. GBI continues to investigate the death of that Wayne County inmate who was found unresponsive in the Wayne County Jail back on September 26th. Inmate is from Wayne County. His name is Richard Boone. They said he was in jail for a probation violation. Again, back on the date in question, the Wayne County Jail notified 911 that an inmate was unresponsive. EMS was notified along with other deputies. While detention officers were doing cell checks, they were notified by another inmate that Boone was unresponsive. Officers went into the cell, found Richard Boone unresponsive. Life-saving measures were performed but were unsuccessful. Coroner was notified and Mr. Boone was pronounced dead. GBI was notified immediately and called in to conduct the investigation. Mr. Boone's body was sent to the GBI crime lab for an autopsy. Once again, this time they state the case is simply under investigation. We'll be back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, the commercial messages, so please stay tuned. Final news, Wayne Memorial Hospital once again offering extended hours for mammograms during October as part of their Breast Cancer Awareness Month activities. This purpose is to encourage women to get their annual mammograms. Screening mammograms may be scheduled as late as 6:30 p.m. on October 10th, 15th, 24th, and 29th. Key points to know for Girls Night Out include mammograms must be ordered by a physician. All patients must present a physician orders at the appointment before the procedure. Normal insurance payment procedures apply. All participants must have a scheduled appointment. Mammograms need to be scheduled through the Wayne Memorial Hospital Centralized Scheduling Department. That number is 912-530-3197. Again, after receiving the physician's order, unfortunately, walk-ins cannot be accepted. Only screening mammograms will be performed during the event. All mammograms scheduled between the hours of 4 p.m. until 6:30 p.m. in October are for screening purposes only. No prior issues or diagnostic mammograms will be performed during the extended hours. Once again, if you need to make an appointment, there's several numbers: 912-530-3197, 912-530-3272, or 912-530-3230. Again, that being offered by Wayne Memorial Hospital during the month of October. City of Jesup Commissioners met Thursday for their regular monthly meeting, and the Commissioners voted unanimously on the architect that will handle the Community Development Block Grant and improvements to the Boys and Girls Club. Rich Bennett on hand with two recommendations. He said the two architects bid on the project, and the only difference was the cost. Commissioners accepted the low bid. That came from Jacqueline Gregory, who was stated has done work on the Boys and Girls Club building 10 years ago. Vote was unanimous Tuesday night. City Manager Nick Ellis says the money will come from SPLOST 4 funds. Commissioners got an update on the East Jesup Sewer project from Patrick Martin, City's Environmental Services Director. He says the city's been working hard to look for ways to save money on the project. He states they're using cameras to look through the pipe system from McDonald's to the project site. They say the pipe itself is in good shape, but the pipes need cleaned out. They've hired a company to do that. That cost $74,000. Again, SPLOST 4 funds being used. Patrick Martin also gave an update on sewer repairs on Orange, Cedar, and an alley on South Macon Street. Martin says the city received damage from Hurricane Debbie, a ton of rain into the sewer system, which caused several sinkholes, one by El Dorado Restaurant. Money approved Thursday night to help alleviate that problem. Cost of that project $191,399. Once again, SPLOST 4 funds approved on unanimous vote. Final item on the agenda, approved a variance request, First Free Will Baptist Church. That variance, again, request was approved on unanimous vote. And that's a look at your Thursday City Commissioners meeting. That's going to do it for latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morgan, have a great day.